When you win 6 championships and win MVPs and win scoring titles, you have to be considered one of the best. Michael Jordan had that and more. Going into the 1996 series against the Chicago Bulls, I was a defensive player of the year. Michael was the MVP, and they had made a big deal about it. But I think my mindset was just to go in there and contain him, make him take uncomfortable shots, make him take something that's not in his rhythm, and give us a chance to win, and make other players beat us. Kukoc stepped up, Pippen stepped up, a lot of players stepped up. Michael Jordan stepped up in Game 6. He got smart about it by attacking us and getting us in situations where we're getting in foul trouble, and then we couldn't do nothing about it. In these games, I was saying anything I wanted to say to Mike, and it went back and forth, and he didn't back down. He was always strong, and he always came at me, and I loved him. I think he's one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game.
It had been deemed impossible. No team has ever returned from a 3-0 series deficit. But the Sonics have marched back from the brink and now stand poised to take it the distance. And tonight, as they approach the final leg, it's their opponent Bulls who seem wounded and weary. Once given up for lost, can they find their way to the promised land?
The city of Chicago hoping to celebrate a 4th NBA title tonight.
And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. The man in the middle from New Mexico, 7'2", Luke Longley. A 6'6" guard from Miami, Ohio, Ron Harper. A 6'7" forward out of Southeast Oklahoma State, Dennis Rodman. And forward from Central Arkansas, 6'8", Scotty Pippen. From North Carolina, head guard, 6'6", Michael Jordan. Your Chicago Bulls head coach is Phil Jackson. Once again, your Chicago Bulls.
Happy Father's Day, everyone. Tonight, Game 6 of the NBA Finals between the Seattle Supersonics and the Chicago Bulls. With Coach Mike Fratello, former player Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Mike, these fans are in a raucous mood tonight, looking to will their Bulls to a win.
Yeah, a bit of a mixed blessing. Great to enjoy more of the championship round, but they might have preferred to see this series wrapped up back in Seattle.
And the once unbeatable Bulls suddenly seeming very vulnerable. Clark wrecked by injuries and inconsistent play from their supporting cast. A lot falling on the shoulders of Michael Jordan.
You're right, Kevin, and Michael Jordan is facing double and triple teams, not to mention the reigning Defensive Player of the Year in Gary Payton. MJ definitely is looking for more help, but he also knows he might have to do it himself.
That is going to be a battle to watch for sure. On the floor for the Supersonics, the Defensive Player of the Year, Gary Payton. He's joined by Hawkins in the backcourt. At the forward spots, Schrempf and Kemp. And Brakowski at the 5. And the 5 for Chicago. MVP Michael Jordan and Harper are the guards. Pippen and Rodman form the front court, and big Luke Longley at center.
And after the Sonics lost the first 3 games, Coach Carl finally put the glove, Gary Payton, on Jordan. Some question what took him so long to guard the MVP with the Defensive Player of the Year.
The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
Looks like Jordan's picking up right where he left off, looking strong again here in Game 6.
Payton kicks to Hawkins. Back to Payton. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Takes the 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Hey, Clark, you look at the last 2 games for Michael Jordan. His numbers have gone down since he's been defended by Gary Payton.
Yeah, you know, through the first 3 games, Kevin, he averaged 31 points on 46% shooting. Since then, though, only 24 points on 41% shooting. That's a significant difference.
Yeah, Peyton's done a great job. With injuries to his back, both ankles, and knee, I think I've covered all bases. This, Clark, has been a very tough series for Scottie Pippen.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, he's shooting 32% from the field and just 18% from the three-point line. We know he's not anywhere close to 100%, but let's see if he can still find something extra tonight, digging deep, because the Bulls need somebody other than Michael Jordan to step up.
Indeed they do. Excellent point. And here are the Supersonics now. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Peyton. That one wide left.
Dennis Rodman was a huge free agent signing for the Bulls, adding toughness and rebounding to this squad.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly there. You know, it's the 5th straight year the Worm has led the league in boards. He does an awful lot to stir the drink defensively for Chicago, and the fans absolutely love it.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
Schrempf passes to Kemp. Hersey Hawkins on the wing. Defended by Jordan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
The willingness to sacrifice himself for the play. Hawkins going into the defense regardless of the contact.
The Supersonics shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
That's good from Hawkins.
The Chicago Bulls were 72-10 in the regular season, an NBA record for wins, shattering the old mark of 69 by the Lakers in the early 70s.
And you know, Coach, if the Bulls can finish this series off, they go to the top of the list in the conversation for the greatest team of all time. A lot on the line tonight.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Jordan the pass to Pippen. A 3-ball. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. For the Sonics, it's been a slow start. Trailing by 10. At one point during Game 5 in Seattle, the Bulls might miss 20 consecutive 3-point shots.
From deep, Pippen was 1 for 8. Steve Kerr 1 for 7 from the three-point line. The team was 3 for 26 for the game. Those numbers have to be better tonight.
They've got to improve in that category. And the Sonics refusing to go quietly. And for more on that, let's bring in David Aldridge.
Well, thanks very much. After Chicago's 22-point Game 3 win gave the Bulls a 3-0 lead, everyone from reporters to even some Seattle players thought this series was over. That is, everyone but Shawn Kemp. The All-Star forward challenged his teammates between Games 3 and 4. Kemp delivered. Back-to-back double-doubles from the Rain Man have brought us back to Game 6. Kevin?
He's been terrific, David. Thank you. I'll be honest, Mike. I didn't think Seattle would push the 72-win Bulls to a Game 6.
Me either. Obviously, the Supersonics are giant underdogs. They need Kemp to do the impossible again. Outplay Michael Jordan like he did in Games 4 and 5. How about this, guys? The last time the Bulls lost 2 home games in a row, over 3 years ago, 1993.
Remarkable. And that was in the old Chicago Stadium, which is now a parking lot. The Bulls haven't lost 3 in a row in 16 months. Seattle aiming to end those incredible streaks here.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Supersonics.
Yeah, there's something not quite right with him. Have to use that timeout and get him some medical attention. So for the Bulls, Pennington comes in for Longley, and Kerr is subbed in for Harper.
And the Supersonics also making a change. Sam Perkins, he's checked in for Bukowski. Here's Peyton. To the middle. He's looking for Kemp and finds him. And it's Kemp slamming it down.
Including the playoffs, the Bulls are a ridiculous 48-2 at home, the second best record in NBA history. Only the '86 Celtics have been better.
Boston going 50-1 at home that year. For the visitors of the Bulls, the United Center is a house of horrors.
There's the three. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Right now, Hersey Hawkins is one of the premier shooters from deep.
Outside Pippen. From outside the arc. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got 4 assists now tonight.
Their scoring has been a problem. Been tough to handle.
And it's enabled them to establish a substantial lead in the early going.
Peyton passes to Schrempf. It's Schrempf on the wing. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Peyton.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Bulls leading by 11.
Seattle trying to do the impossible. No team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit in an NBA playoff series.
Not only that, Clark, in the current 2-3-2 finals format, no road team has ever come back trailing 3-2. But this Seattle team is confident.
And here is Peyton, following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jacks up a three. Sonics having flashbacks, still struggling in this series and not looking sharp. Kerr, good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I think the defense almost stops Kerr, but he commits to the selection and fights to get his finish.
And they get it, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Dennis Rodman picks one up.
Smart play to save the easy shot. He'll make them earn it at the line.
I like the strategy. Make them shoot for it.
For Seattle, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw, no good.
He's known as one of the greatest and best trash talkers in the game. Peyton's endless energy and high motor is really on another level.
And he sinks the second. And now Peyton is defending Jordan. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Bulls ending the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. It's the second quarter of Game 6, the 1996 NBA Final. Seattle trying to extend this series. The Bulls looking to put the finishing touches on an all-time season. Here is Hawkins.
It is clearly an emotional night for Michael Jordan, playing on Father's Day without his late dad.
So with Rodman on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. They've got Harper. Kukoc is out there with Pippen. Then it's Jordan. And it's Longley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Off the inbound. Perkins trying to break loose. Kemp can't hit. And really for Michael Jordan, so much has happened since he lost his father, Mike Pacello.
Well, first retiring, trying out pro baseball, coming back to the NBA, winning an MVP. The one thing left, win a title. And you know Michael Jordan is thinking about his dad today.
He's got it. Early in this Game 6, Mike, Scottie Pippen's been better.
And that is a great sign for Chicago. Pippen had a huge part in the 72-win regular season. He does it all.
He does it well.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Both teams are far from 100%. Injuries playing a major role in the series. David Aldridge with more.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, the Bulls are the oldest team in the league, and this is game 100 for them this season tonight. Scottie Pippen has been battling knee and ankle injuries. Ron Harper needs off-season surgery on his left knee. Luke Longley needs off-season surgery, too, to remove bone spurs from his ankle. For Seattle, bench spark plug Nate McMillan has a herniated disc. Guys?
David, thank you, Coach. It does feel, though, the Bulls are hurting a little bit more. What do you think?
They look tired down the stretch in games 4 and 5. They're the older, more banged-up team. Seattle players have said they want to push the tempo tonight.
Interesting. For Jordan, into the second quarter, Mike, the shooting numbers are better than what we saw in Seattle.
Well, some adjustments from Mike. Freeing himself up for some better looks, looking like the league MVP tonight.
He does. And, Mike, as we can see here, a clear advantage for Michael Jordan over Shawn Kemp thus far.
MJ wants this series to end tonight. This year's MVP wants another ring. Kemp really needs to step his game up to extend this series.
He's going to have to be at his very best, you're right. Mike, still a lot of basketball left, but much better from deep for Chicago in this one.
Hitting threes will pay dividends later on. Making those trays will loosen up a stiff Seattle defense.
Hawkins against Jordan. Hawkins shot good.
A guy with Hawkins' accuracy can simply kill you from mid-range. That's a money shot for him.
Pippen, the pass to Kukoc. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Pippen, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got his 7th assist in the game. Bucks trail by 21. Payton kicks to Schrempf. Off target with his 3. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Here's Pippen. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Boy, Pippen showing you some passing right there with that nice finish.
The main story in the newspapers this morning, the future of this Bulls team. Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman, Phil Jackson are all free agents.
Harper with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Kukoc dishes to Harper. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Excellent vision from Kukoc. He sees a ready shooter and makes sure the ball gets in his hands.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Clark, with the contracts of Jordan, Rodman, Phil Jackson all coming up, do you think that's a distraction at all?
It could be, but I don't think it is. I mean, it's the finals, Kevin. You're focused on trying to get another championship ring, but I really hope management and those 3 work things out. This team shouldn't be one and done. They should have a long road in front of them.
I agree. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Pippen. Jordan's got 23 points.
You know, you can feel they're starting to take control of this one. You just get the sense they've got their hands on the steering wheel nice and tight.
And their play on the offensive end, it's the biggest reason they're winning. The only person in the world who thought this series would get to Game 6, Shawn Kemp. The Rain Man believed in this team.
Now here's Harper. He has 7. Count that bucket. Longley's got his first basket of the night.
How do you expand the lead? Increase it. It takes good play on both ends.
Yeah, it's not just about buckets, not just about stops. You need both.
Timeout called here. The Supersonics decide to talk it over.
They've literally been giving points away inside. I know Coach has something to say about that.
And you have to address situations like this right away, or it's just going to keep happening to you.
See it, fans. Put your hands together. It's your lovable. Everyone, time to make some noise. Here's your lovable. Put your hands together. It's your lovable.
So for the Bulls, Whittington, he's checked in for Longley. Rodman comes in for Tony Kukoc. And Kerr's subbed in for Harper. And then for Seattle, Brikowski, he's checked in for Perkins. Gay comes in for Detlef Schrempf. And it's McMillan in for Hersey Hawkins. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
The ball sailing out of bounds. Not the offensive possession they were hoping for.
Askew's checked in for Seattle. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Outside Rodman. Back to Jordan. Fires for 3. And the Bulls, another 3.
I tell you what, until they force him off the line, he'll just keep launching it from there. I love the aggression he's showing.
As long as he keeps making his threes, there's no reason for him to change his approach. Make the defense adjust.
They desperately need something to fall.
Well, they're on the wrong side of a big run. Never a good feeling.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Bulls. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Right back after this break. Dusk here in Chicago as the last moments of sunlight glow over Lake Michigan and the bustling downtown of Chicago, Illinois. Game 6 of the NBA Finals. It's the second half along with Coach Mike Fratello, former player Clark Kellogg, and reporter David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. The Bulls hoping to hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy tonight. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
You know, we often talk about guys who can shoulder the scoring load. He's been relentless.
Yeah, great effort, and mentally he's a step ahead. Things have come full circle for Dennis Rodman. Remember, the Worm was on those bad boys Pistons teams that eliminated the Bulls 3 straight years.
The second half is underway, and here's who George Karl's got on the floor. They've got Schrempf. Brakowski is out there with Sean Kemp. Then there's Payton, and it's Hawkins in at the shooting guard position. Payton passes to Hawkins. Back to Payton. Here's Brakowski. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Brakowski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And after battling Chicago for years, Clark, the NBA's rebounding leader, Dennis Rodman, now joining the Bulls.
You know, he was brought in as the final piece of the championship puzzle, Kevin. So far, so good. Rodman looking to earn his 3rd ring.
Wow. Well, Mike, compared to Game 5, they had a massive improvement in their three-point shooting.
And that really helps open up the driving lanes. It specifically gives Jordan more space.
And it's good for 2. Harper's got 9.
The big guard, Harper, using his size to take advantage inside.
Pass to Hawkins. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. There's the triple. No good that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass. Jordan's got 28 points for the game.
Don't you just love watching big men pass it? Nice job, Luke.
And so Payton will bring it up for Seattle. And Mike, much improved performances we're seeing now from players like Scottie Pippen. He is gutting it out.
Yeah, Scottie isn't close to 100%, but this man is a champion. Pippen wants another ring.
He does. Tough play. Here's Pippen after the made shot from Sean Kemp. There's the feed to Jordan. Rodman trying to break free. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist from Rodman. Rodman's got 3 assists in the game. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Payton the bounce pass. Brakowski passes to Payton. Here is Brakowski. Nice ball movement by Seattle. Kemp kicks to Hawkins. Trying to get open is Kemp. Hawkins shot good. He's got 13. In the first half, Mike, a much more effective Michael Jordan than Game 5.
We know Michael was going to review the film with Phil Jackson, and what they've done is draw up some very nice sets for MJ.
At 6'6", Harper's outstanding court vision is accentuated as he looks over the defense.
3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Back to Payton.
In the 3rd.
Pass to Brakowski. Trying to get open is Kemp. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Longley.
Look at Brakowski muscling his way through the contact, making sure to get the shot off.
Seattle shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Frank Brakowski taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So the Bulls lead this series, Mike, 3 games to 2, trying to cement themselves as one of the greatest teams ever.
An NBA record 72 wins in the regular season. But Chicago needs to close this series out to be considered the greatest.
I agree. Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Scottie Pippen, and Steve Kerr is subbed in for Harper.
And the versatility of Brakowski is impressive. Capable of playing both forward positions as well as center, which makes him a difficult matchup.
With a chance to clinch the title tonight, Coach Fratello, Michael Jordan has been outstanding in the battle with Kemp.
The Rain Man hasn't been able to keep up with Jordan. The last 2 games of the series, wins for Seattle, Kemp was able to win this showdown. That is not the case tonight.
You said it. Now, Jordan. after the missed three from Gary Payton. Over McMillan, again Chicago.
Old teammates at North Carolina. Sam Perkins and Michael Jordan won the national title with the Tar Heels back in 1982. That was Jordan's freshman year. MJ hitting the game-winning shot.
Here's Payton, following the basket by Michael Jordan. Here is Bukowski, and it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Kerr against Payton. Outside, Perkins. Back to Payton. Passes it to Wingate. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Payton gets the bucket. Payton's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, how about Gary Payton? Silky look, working his way in close to the basket to make sure he got what he wanted in close.
Jordan passes to Rodman. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good from Payton.
Seattle not capitalizing on their ability to run the floor. Their offense is taking longer to develop than they'd like.
Here's Jordan. And a great assist by Kukoc as that one goes in. That's 36 points for Jordan. Here's Payton. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Chicago with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. This could be the final quarter of basketball this year. So far in these NBA Finals, Bulls are up 3 games to 2. Chicago looking to close out a historic season. Chicago with the ball.
Going back to Game 5, Michael Jordan just 2 points in the fourth quarter. Normally, that's when MJ takes over. Maybe Mike is human after all.
The last time the Bulls won a title, Father's Day 1993. Again, Chicago can clinch on Father's Day right now, today. Right, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Of course, this Father's Day is much different for Michael Jordan. Right after that victory 3 years ago in Phoenix, MJ lost his father, James. I said before today's game, I'm looking forward to going out and playing hard, knowing that I'm doing what I can to try and make him proud. Guys?
Yeah, interesting day, difficult day. D.A., thank you. And Mike, things full circle for Jordan. His kids up in the stands tonight.
Yeah, Michael's playing with a heavy heart, but told us before the game he's playing to make his children proud.
Yeah, a lot of quality there for sure. So with Rodman on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Kukoc is out there with Bushler. Then there's Wennington, then it's Michael Jordan, and it's Brown in at the 1 spot. Hey, Clark, that last game in Seattle, why were the Sonics able to hold Jordan to 2 points in that fourth quarter?
Well, first of all, Kevin, we never see that. But, you know, Jordan appeared to be tired to me. I mean, MJ was doing everything scoring-wise. Payton was putting a lot of pressure on him. There's no doubt about it. We'll see a different Michael Jordan in this final frame. You can count on it.
Hype for the Bulls tonight. The Chicago three-point shooting is so much better than it was the other night in Seattle.
Remember, the Bulls are 48-2 at home this year. They are so comfortable in this building. That has to be a factor.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Bushler. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Quality pass by Bushler. He's a true team-first guy.
Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Snow, the pass to Bukowski. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Bukowski's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Jordan in the corner. And he makes good on the layup. Jordan's got 38 points. A strong finals performance, Mike, from Michael Jordan trying to secure his 4th NBA title.
And his 4th finals MVP.
Wow.
There's no way you can keep Jordan down too long. Michael's just so good.
Here's Snow after the made shot from Michael Jordan. Knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. And he makes that one. Jordan's got 40 points.
And they have not let up. They are still in attack mode despite their sizable lead.
And I like that mindset. Never let up. You don't want to give the opponent any opportunity to get back in this one.
Here's Snow and Brown over to help. Here's Askew. And once again off the mark by Seattle. Down low. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
Snow against Brown. Over to the left wing. Askew traps in the tray.
He's a fantastic facilitator. He can virtually run a team in his sleep.
And so Jordan will bring it up for the Bulls. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
He couldn't quite convert. Almost had the and 1.
Physical defense, making him earn it from the line.
Line for Chicago, Bushler. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Bushler is such a solid rotational piece, an ideal rotational player because he's so versatile and he gives it to you at both ends, a dependable wing.
Sally, he's checked in for the Bulls. Kerr comes in for Brown. Second free throw, no good. And now the Supersonics on the break. No good from Wingate. Here's Bushler. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Slamming it down with aggression.
Defensive
Bushler
foul.
showing off his vertical there as well.
Askew. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Bulls, Bushler. 1 shot.
On the free throw, no good. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Takes the 13-footer, offensive rebound, Johnson. And the pass to Wingate, fires the 3. The rebound by Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Whistle blows, bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
As they keep expanding this lead, keep feeding him the ball.
He's having a great shooting night, so yeah, I'd say getting him to rock is a great game plan.
At the line for your Bulls, Michael Jordan. Shooting 1.
And it's the Supersonics with the ball. Pass to Wingate. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Excellent distribution. That possession highlighting how important unselfishness is.
Jordan, the pass to Kerr. From deep. And the Bulls, another 3.
That's his game. Whenever Kerr gets a good look at a 3, he doesn't pass it up.
Pass to Wingate. Here's Snow. Got a hand on it, and out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Chicago ball.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself into position, and then was able to make the play.
James Edwards checked in for Chicago.
Your Bulls, James Edwards.
That'll be a 5-second ball.
Inbound violation. Supersonics ball.
Here is Bukowski, guarded by Salah. There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 14 feet away. Here's Bukowski. Pass to Wingate. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound, Sonics. 3-pointer. Here's Bukowski. There's the pass to Wingate. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Bulls.
You know, his scoring has just been AWOL this quarter.
I'm not sure what the issue is, but his team is doing what they can to try and get him going.
Not coasting to victory. They're running through the tape. Run through that finish line.
That's how you do it. Keep it going through the checkered flag.
To the wing right side. The Sonics again can't hit. Kerr outside. Bucket's good.
They're starting to idle down and settle in. Much better shot selection this half.
Yeah, they're showing great patience at the offensive end.
And the Chicago Bulls have done it. 72 wins and the NBA championship. championship, the greatest season in NBA history.
To win it all in front of their home fans, it makes this special. This team has gone through so much.
Clark, this win solidifies this Bulls team's place in NBA history, don't you think?
I agree, and I think they very well could be the best team ever. Maybe the best we've ever seen, this 96 Bulls team. And Michael Jordan, his 4th title. MJ is in the conversation for greatest player of all time.
Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, all future Hall of Famers.
Boy, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, what more can you say? You can just see the emotion and what this moment means to Michael Jordan. Congratulations to the Chicago Bulls, 1990.